Well, January, surprisingly enough, is already coming to an end, and you know what that means? Yep, the February Nintendo Direct is just around the corner. Now, with all the rumors going around saying that we're going to get a Switch 2 at the end of the year, and all the rumors saying that there could be a presentation for it, how does this affect the Nintendo Direct? I really don't know, but a lot of people are extremely excited for this Nintendo Direct, considering the fact that, yeah, we don't really know a lot for this year. All the games that we know are remakes or remasters, or maybe even ports, and the only game that we know of that's new is Princess Peach Showtime, with DLC coming for Splatoon, with the side order DLC being the kind of only other thing that's technically new, but it's still just DLC. So yeah, Princess Peach is the only new game this year. Normally I'm here to hype you up and get you excited for what's to come, but today I'm taking a little bit of a different approach, actually the quite opposite. But don't worry, it's not going to be all negative, because even the negatives has a positive right after it. But the point I'm trying to make here is, what if this upcoming Direct isn't what you are expecting? Meaning, I don't think it's going to be as big as what people are hoping for, meaning a whole bunch of brand new huge titles and stuff. Yeah, based on the rumors, it looks like this might just be a cleanup Nintendo Direct. What do I mean by cleanup? Well, I'm talking cleanup for the Nintendo Switch, that is. Yes, I think the Nintendo Switch is obviously on its last couple of legs out, because look at the games that we're getting this year. They're all remakes and remasters, with Mario vs. Donkey Kong, another Code Recollection. We also have Luigi's Mansion 2 HD and Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door remake, and it seems like there might even be more games coming along that same line, meaning that we're probably even going to get some Zelda remake or another. We've been hearing rumors of Ocarina of Time, we've heard rumors of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess coming, we've heard rumors of Metroid Prime 2 and 3 coming as well. There's even rumors of an old Fire Emblem game getting a remake. There's a rumor of a remake or remaster of Xenoblade X on the Wii U, and yeah, it just keeps going. You might ask, why would Nintendo do this? Why would Nintendo want a Nintendo Direct full of just, once again, ports, remakes, and remasters, you know, showing us nothing new or nothing big to get excited about? I'm not saying that nothing big is coming. In fact, there's a lot of big coming, and I do expect that this next console is going to get a presentation, and that's just the thing. I feel like we're going to get a presentation in March or April after the Nintendo Direct to focus on this new console itself, so that way they don't take away from anything Nintendo Switch related in the regular Nintendo Direct. Focus on this new console in its own presentation, where in that presentation they can also show off all the new games that are going to be coming to that console as well, which is going to be a pretty big deal. But right now, I'm not really talking about that presentation, because next up on Nintendo's list is this February Nintendo Direct. So yeah, I feel like this Direct is going to be small if that's the case. If there is a new console coming at the end of this year, and it is going to have a big open world 3D Mario game, if Mario Kart X is coming next year as well very soon, if Metroid Prime 4 is in the line as well, and there's other rumors of Donkey Kong and apparently even now a Star Fox game that could be coming to this new console, they're going to want to focus on those new games to get us excited here very soon, but it's not going to be in the Nintendo Direct coming in February. I feel like this February Direct is in fact going to be cleanup for the Nintendo Switch. It's going to give us even more remakes, remasters, and smaller titles to hold us off until the end of the year, which I think is a good move on Nintendo's part. So I'm serious, when we jump into this Nintendo Direct, I really am not expecting to finally see the next big AAA game from Nintendo still. I think a lot of us are going to be left empty. I think like that last remaining game might be a big remake or remaster or something along those lines. I don't think we see the next Mario at the end of the show. I don't think we're going to have that one last thing that's really huge. It might just be something extremely small. In fact, think back to Nintendo's last Direct. Now, of course, this was right around the time that Super Mario Wonder was coming out, so they didn't want to take stuff away from that in the Pokemon DLC, and obviously Mario RPG. There was a lot of stuff coming out along that time. But I want to stress, look at the games that they started the show and ended the show with. They started the show with Splatoon 3 Side Order DLC, which is a strange thing to start a show with. That's the thing that you want to catch people's attention with, and they choose a DLC for a game that came out almost a year and a half ago. Then they ended the show with, once again, another remaster, which I'm not going to undersell it. It was freaking phenomenal. I absolutely love Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, and it brought me to tears. That was a great way to end it on a crowd favorite that people have been asking for so long. But once again, it's still a remaster. I have to, tell it as it is. It was a remaster. It wasn't some big new game to look forward to for next year. It was just a remaster of a GameCube game. I think we are going to see a very similar thing take place with this upcoming Nintendo Direct. As far as what they start the show with, I have absolutely no clue. It still might be something relatively small, but I think they're definitely going to end the show with something that's a big remake or remaster of a past game. And I'm going with the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake. I think that just makes a lot of sense based on the rumors and everything. It just sounds like pretty much what's going to happen. Am I saying this Nintendo Direct coming up is just going to be a waste of time? It's going to be extremely boring? No. It's just going to flush a lot of stuff that we already know. We are going to probably get another in-depth look at Princess Peach Showtime, which is for sure going to happen. We're probably going to get an in-depth look at Splatoon 3's Side Order DLC, which is definitely going to happen. And we might get some more gameplay looks, at least a little bit of Luigi's Mansion and Paper Mario, even though they don't really need it. But, I mean, if anything, just Paper Mario. Luigi's Mansion 2, I mean, I don't think we need to see much more of that game, even though it's coming in the summer. It's just a long wait for that game. It's an awkward situation that it's in. But yeah, they're just going to touch on more stuff that we already know, and I do think there's going to be some surprises. Do not get me wrong. I'm not saying Nintendo's going to have a whole presentation and not show a single thing that's a surprise. I think they're going to have some smaller things. I think there will be some type of Kirby eShop title or something along those lines. I think we will see something from the Mario Sports franchise, like maybe Mario Baseball, Mario Basketball, something along those lines. And I think we could see another Mario Party or something. But lots of smaller titles. If anything is going to be new, it's going to be very small because they don't want to launch something incredibly new, incredibly fascinating on the Nintendo Switch when the new console's right around the corner. So, Donkey Kong fans, I still don't think it's our time, but we can hope. There's always potential. This is just a difficult time to predict a Nintendo Direct. I mean, we just don't know what's going to happen. With Nintendo having their own Switch presentation most likely happening after this show, it seems like this show might be smaller, but there's still a chance that maybe Nintendo says, hey, why not drop this new information on our new console in the middle of the next Nintendo Direct? It's definitely happened kind of like this in the past. We've had Nintendo Directs that were half focused for like the 3DS games or something like that, and then the other half focused on Switch games. That was definitely how it was going along like the first couple of years of Nintendo Switch. So it could be something like that. First half, just Switch titles and updates and stuff, and the second half, here's this new console. They're going to reveal it and then show what big game could be coming to it at the very end of the show. That could happen, especially if it kind of stays along the Switch family and it still looks like a Nintendo Switch. It's just like a Switch Pro or a Switch 2. Then they could definitely get away with throwing that into a Nintendo Direct. But I still think they're going to have their own presentation for this thing. It just makes a lot of sense. And with that, I think that's the reason, the primary reason, that we're going to have a relatively smaller Nintendo Direct to start this year. This is entirely all speculation. Who knows? This could be a really awesome Nintendo Direct that gives us everything that we've wanted. Or this could be a very small one as we prepare for the brand new console and a presentation shortly after. Or maybe Nintendo just announces the presentation during the Nintendo Direct. That's definitely an option. But let me know in the comments down below what you think Nintendo is going to do as we approach Nintendo Direct season. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe before you head out, and like always, I'll see you all on the next one. See you guys.